threatening humanity. It's happening right here, in our very homes, and corrupting the lives of our loved ones. Yes, friends, I'm talking about this. It may look like a harmless bagel toaster, but inside is a deadly donut. How do you know PlayStation is not a normal game system? It carries these telltale signs. Scientists say its effects are mind-boggling. Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Here we have a normal, healthy young man. And here we have a fellow who's been experimenting with PlayStation for only a few minutes. Proof that we saps must be on our guard. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Hello, everybody. This is your host, Joe, a.k.a. the Low Swinging Gamer.
And this is Tyler, Tuna Man 91.
We're here, first inaugural episode of Gamer Goo, splatting all up on your face.
My goo!
It's gooing everywhere.
My
gooing
precious
for games.
goo!
So today, for our first episode, we figured we'd go way back, talk about retro games. Let's start with the beginning. I mean,
ColecoVision?
Not much. Actually, what was the system where you put, like, the film on your TV?
Ooh,
Was it Coleco?
I'm sure if it was Coleco, but there was like a missile defense game that was like the most primitive of games.
Yeah.
But truly, the game as we know it came with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong is the granddad, isn't it?
He's the oldest.
Well, actually, oh man, I'm spacing.
What, Mr. Game & Watch?
Yeah, Game & Watch, that's,
Man, we should have cited our work.
We really should have.
Note for next time.
Yep, good note.
As everyone logs out.
Yep. Well, you gotta log in to log out first.
That's true, kid. No one's even watching right now.
But I digress.
Of course.
Games have been around since
Late 70s.
late 70s. I'd even go earlier. I'd say mid.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything from super graphics to the not so super graphics.
From chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee to chimpanzee. Well, one of the things that I specifically wanted to talk about was Nintendo. They were definitely the most experimental of any game system, even to this day, with VR and everything.
We talking power gloves and light guns.
Rob. He was the first robot companion. If anything, that was the beginning of Skynet. Historians are going to look back, and they're going to say it all began with Rob.
That's true.
He became sentient, learned how to play video games, and now there's nothing you can do about it.
He even beat that guy that beat Pac-Man.
Did he? Is that a fact? Dude who got the high score Pac-Man?
Yes.
Why not? We're citing work so much.
Who's citing our work? That's the real question. But back to old retro games. One of the hardest games I remember playing for the NES was Deadly Towers.
Never heard of it.
You never played Deadly Towers?
No, what was it
about? It had
about?
that classic, like...
What system?
NES.
Okay.
It had that classic side of the van painting, like, cover art.
Nice 80s.
Yeah, it was like a jacked Viking dude, like, just nothing but abs and biceps and, like, just, like, a helmet. The classic, like, cross T with, like, the horns.
Yep.
And it was, of course, classic. Like, you'd start off, they would give you no instructions. You'd just be all like, here I am in front of the tower. And, of course, obviously, since as is tradition in old games, you never stabbed anything. You just threw an infinite amount of swords at everything. All right?
It's like, well, we can't put a gun in it because it's ancient times.
It's Deadly Towers.
But you know what? Swords!
It was
swords all day!
It used to be heralded as one of the hardest games, and it's like, it gave you that stupid code system for saving and whatnot.
Shout out to Flandre.
Yep, first person to contact with us. Alright, for the record books, the first inaugural comment given on this show is Bubes.
Numero uno, baby. That's you.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Schmlandrew.
Thank you, Schmlandrew.
That's what we're missing.
We're missing Schmlandrew.
We need some rockin' beps
Rockin' back.
in this. Just back here, just big old picture of boobies. Everyone will come. They'll flock.
You should really step it up and just get like a pair of mounted boobs.
Yep.
That just like hang off the wall.
Oh, that's not a Spencer's gift. Anyway,
It's got to be.
we're getting sidetracked.
I digress.
What was that? The text adventure.
Oh Lord, the old text adventure games.
That, I'm trying to remember the name of like the most popular one.
Thinking like Oregon Trail.
That wasn't really.
The original one was text to play. It's not like not the one we got in school that was like.
It was an original Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it even had like the crummy like black and green like text font. It was so old.
Oh man.
Can I get some backup? Anyone?
It's
Schmandrew?
Schmlandrew. What's that game called?
Schmandrew,
The original text one.
We didn't cite our work.
But Colossal Cave Adventure. I feel like that's not it. The hardest game for me. What was the hardest game? I don't know. I'm just so good at games. It's hard.
Oh.
Pick just one.
Oh,
I'm
Lord,
bad at.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Forgot that you beat. Forgot you beat Viva Pinata with both your eyes closed.
Yup.
Oh,
I beat Dokapon Kingdom
no way.
just by hitting A.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it is.
Pixar didn't happen.
You gotta. I'm drawing a complete blank about what that game's called. It's really ball. Krull?
No, that was that
was
movie
a
I watched
movie.
the other day.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want like the most like cheesiest 80s movie, Krull. I digress. Text-based adventures are always a good time though, but I always found it just ridiculous. Like as an 8-year-old child, you gotta like spell out a word to its most like utmost degree. Like I didn't have a Webster's on hand ever, so it was always just all like, oh yeah, I want to use the hypotenuse.
But luckily,
It's not even a thing.
we grew up in like the perfect age where we got hand-me-down Nintendos for our first system.
Yeah.
And then, you know, depending on what your family social status was, you'd get a PlayStation or you'd get a Super Nintendo and just keep going with that, maybe an N64.
I was a Nintendo man all the way up to GameCube.
And then, you know, the posh families
Oh, the posh.
hooked them up with the Xboxes.
Oh, the Geos?
Yep. I had a Sega Saturn,
Neo Geo?
actually. It had one game, Clockwork Soldier. Never beat it.
Oh, as long as it wasn't Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Come on, man. You don't want to play as Van Damme?
Of course I want to play as Van Damme, but not like that.
Give me a Bloodsport
Give me
game.
Bloodsport and Bloodsport 2, The Bloodening. Or something.
No.
Please.
I gotta keep telling you, man. The sequel is always, whatever the name is, to Electric Boogaloo. The third one is the Nin.
That is true. I always like to jump the shark, you know?
You do.
Yeah.
You
That's
Speaking
just
of
what I
jumping
do.
the shark,
Oh, yeah?
had to get ready for that one. The Power Glove.
Oh, boy.
I just want to talk about that for a second. I want one. Strictly for display, because God knows it doesn't work. It just, I don't know, I'd probably wear it more often than anywhere. I'd just wear it. I'd pretend I'm a time
Oh,
traveler.
I just wear it and like just go out, be like, go to the store, be like, oh yeah, let me get this soda. Oh yeah, it's gonna be $3.50.
Yep.
Dump some change out
Everything,
on the
like,
table.
I know they were trying to match the system, but everything was gray.
Everything was gray and purple. So much
Everything.
gray and purple.
And then it would just turn yellow. Who doesn't own whoever owns an NES and it's not yellow? Good work. You took good care of your Nintendo. You should be proud. I'd recommend children next.
I also recommend you hit some DIY sites so you get those cleaning tips.
Oh,
Clean up
quick
that
cleaning
console.
tip while we're on it. Toothpaste. Toothpaste takes it right out.
We talking Crest?
Just like name brand.
All right, that's good.
Whatever name brand fluoride toothpaste there is, just take it. Small circles, take the yellow out. It was actually due to a cheaper plastic used later on in the manufacturing.
Now, one of my favorite times as a kid is my dad came home from work, and this guy he worked with was just unloading a bunch of NES equipment. And I got some wild games. Got like Bionic Commando, the Deadly Towers, aforementioned.
You had the mat.
Oh, you know I was working my way into that, baby. I'm talking the track and field, Matt.
Yep.
The only peripheral good for one game, unless you wanted to run through Mario.
Now, did you actually run, or did you just slap?
I tried running, but yet I was a portly child, and it did not work so well. So yes, I ended up slapping the mat.
Don't worry, I'm a portly adult.
Zing. But the point is, that mat, once again, there's red and blue on it, but then more gray and purple.
You know, I also noticed that's really a technology that hasn't advanced.
Mat technology?
Yeah, like
been
you
the
get
same.
like from the say just for sake of argument, the '86 mat compared to the 2009 DDR mat, interchangeable, just with a different skin on it.
I was gonna say, if you could maybe have like enough electrical skill or anything to like actually like rewire that mat,
It could probably work,
you can use the same mat.
unless Nintendo has a DDR game, which they do.
For the GameCube.
With Mario.
The only one specifically I care about.
Unless Mario's getting funky, get that bull out of here.
If he ain't getting down, although that one with that Cascada song on it is just like,
The what?
you know, every time we touch, I get the feeling.
Okay, lawsuits. Gotta be careful with the lawsuits.
Oh, that's right. This is public domain.
Yes.
All right. Sorry.
Oh man, what else? I guess we could continue. There's Super Nintendo.
Well, we didn't even touch
know.
the light gun.
Tip of the the light gun. That goes out through.
Well, up till about like Xbox, PS2 era. And
Yeah,
then
man.
it disappeared. I have not seen a light gun in the last like 10 years. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's all
Schmandrew?
It's Schmandrew. It's all
Interact with us.
It's all motion capture now,
That's true.
which is cool. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
it's getting cool. Like that first run with the Wii, like they got that tech demo, Wii Sports. Oh man, it's so good. It's so nice.
Can I
And
just
then,
say-
you get Red Steel. Oops.
Yeah.
Nintendo shrugs. This
Wii
is
Sports
licensed. This is
Resort.
licensed product.
Yep.
Hey, we said it was cool.
Wii Sports Resort, probably the best game for the Wii,
That
in my
was-
opinion.
Wii Sports Resort came with the
I'll-
Plus, right? Plus motion.
Oh yeah, I'll be the first to admit I haven't played every Wii game, but Wii Sports Resort definitely on my top. You can just run through beating people with a rubber bat.
That was a good
You know how much trouble I'd get in if I actually did that?
Enough.
And they wouldn't go down in one hit either. They'd probably fight me.
Yeah.
So
They'd try
play
to come
video
in-
games, avoid people punching you. That's the lesson to take from today's episode.
No one wants to get a weird bruise on their face.
Yeah, you gotta explain it, and then your husband is like, it wasn't me, but, the Shaggy defense only goes so far.
Shaggy defense only goes so far. Unless you got a good lawyer who's also named Shaggy.
Like Zoe Scoob, this man's innocent.
I'm
Casey Kasem, rest in peace.
I'm
Rest in
Casey
peace.
Kasem, and I'm your lawyer.
Is Casey Kasem dead?
He has been.
Okay.
It was a tragic end. Google it. We're not here to talk about that.
Yeah,
What we're here to
Andrew.
talk about
Google that.
is our next step on the virtual odyssey. The Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis times.
Yep.
The first time Nintendo really faced a true competitor. From
How long was Sega out before they made that little handheld Sega? Because, it was the same exact... But, they were, the first foray into portable gaming. Except for Game Boy, of course. That goes without saying.
Pump the brakes, kid. Thing's a national treasure.
Oh, man. Little story for you to show my age. I was at a Christmas party, and there was a bunch of kids, 7 to 9 years old, playing Game Boy, playing Super Mario World. And I was like, oh man, a Game Boy. I haven't seen that in some time. And they were like, what are you talking about? This is brand new. And I'm like, my God. They've never seen a Game Boy before.
Oh my God.
At the very least, they've seen a color. What color Game Boy color did you have?
Gray and purple.
Nice. I just had the strict purple one. This is a clear purple one.
Oh, the old Game Boy Color.
Yep. Oh, Pokemon Red in it. Nice touch. Classy.
Thank you.
Oh, back to you.
I also had a red Pocket and a red Game Boy Pocket.
I had the
And
80s cancer-causing brick, the blue Game Boy Pocket, and then I went to the clear purple Game Boy Color. And then I missed a few generations, got a 3DS.
I had an advanced, which was a hand-me-down from our producer over here, which was always a good time. And then
Unnamed producer number 1.
unnamed producer number 1. Of one?
Yes, one of one.
One of one. They're super collectible. Get them all. Get all the producers. But we yeah, I was gonna say I got that 3DS. Still grinding. Hell, I'm still playing Pokemon Y.
Actually, I grabbed it recently and I opened it up and Animal Crossing was in it. And I haven't played that for about a year, so
man.
I think I'm gonna have to burn it.
One of my no,
only
it's
way.
fine. Just come back, cause it's really sad. Cause sometimes I'd like write a letter to myself to like as a really like self-esteem booster, like, dear Tyler, 1 year from now, I hope your dreams are coming true. Meanwhile, I just see my fat face reflecting in the dark screen.
Just-
Oh,
oh yeah,
yeah, nothing.
dreams are coming true.
Yeah, that all happened. Single tear, rolling down. Ease the seat back. Okay, tangent
Really?
alert. So let's bring it back.
PlayStation Move did a Time Crisis game? When?
Wait, what?
Not sure when, but I own it.
Why have we not played it?
Well, it looks
I keep
like.
forgetting that the
Guess we're.
motion controls a thing.
Guess
Yeah, man.
Guess we're streaming now.
Yep, motion control, baby. That's the future. But we're not here to talk about the future.
Picture in picture.
We
We're
keep
here to
getting
talk
distracted.
about the past. That's why I call the tangent alert. We fell off the track.
It is. This train of thought just keeps derailing.
Speaking of games on track, how about linear platformers?
Linear platformers are all well and good, but my favorite games, probably back in the day, mostly, because that's when they were like, they knew.
Just right.
Side-scrolling beat-em-ups.
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time, and then of course you got. I'm actually kind of afraid to say it, but you got Battletoads.
That's hey.
You-
What's Schmandrew gonna say?
Schmandrew, what do you got to say about
I don't know
Battletoads?
if Schlander's still here.
We don't have Battletoads
Schmandrew, come
to
back.
answer any questions that may come.
Streets of Rage was great.
Streets of Rage,
Oh.
Double Dragon.
Oh.
Double Dragon was my ish.
He made you fight your brother. My brother.
And then the Quarter Eater, Simpsons Arcade.
Oh, the one. That is actually the theming for Simpsons season 13 box art, by the way. So
Little fun fact.
go to your local FYE that probably closed 3 years ago and pick some of that up. Can we name drop FYE? Are they still in business?
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? Hate the publicity?
Yeah, the CEO of them watching it
See,
right
the
now.
business is we're not getting paid for this. We can say whatever pretty much we want.
Oh, thank God. FYE was the worst.
Oh God, all their cardboard cutouts scaring me.
Right?
Just turn.
How
the
many
corner.
times did I think Avril Lavigne was giving me the eye?
Yeah,
I'll never know.
I turned the corner.
I
Ron
lost count.
Weasley's looking at me right in the face.
Giving you the eye.
Don't like it.
Mm.
Do you have any games that like you'd really try and fit in your free time?
Oh yeah, Civilization.
Yeah, like before school, you'd have like that 45 minutes of free time.
I used to slam down some backyard baseball
There you
online.
go.
I got,
what's the
I
little
got
dude's name?
Pablo Sanchez.
Pablo! He was the man!
He was stacked in every game except for soccer, ironically.
It's called football, Tyler.
Ah, yes, backyard football. Not to be confused with backyard football. America.
Did you ever play Custer's Revenge?
Is that the nasty one?
Yeah, for Atari.
Oh.
You're avoiding arrows,
Yeah.
and then I don't know why everyone says you're having sex with the Indian girl. You're just kind of like jumping up and down. If that's what sex was back in the 80s, then damn, dude, the 80s was more boring than I thought.
I'm surprised anyone got born. Just saying.
It does, however, make that song jump a lot more risque.
There's yeah, I figured it out before video games. I never knew what people did for entertainment, and then I realized I have like 12 uncles and aunts, so I think I figured out what they did before video games, and then I kind of threw up in my mouth a bit. Get over it, world. Your parents had sex to make you.
Every time.
Every time you were made once.
What, they usually try. I thought there was like baby books that tell them to, you know.
What to expect when you're expecting?
Yeah, and you
Do you think
know,
there's an update for that? Now that society's changed so much?
like what to expect when you weren't expecting at all. What's one page? Despair.
Just bold letters.
Bold font. And it's written in Comic Sans just to really take the tension off, you know?
Okay, we gotta focus.
Yeah, this is gamer goo, not baby goo. Let's get back.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're trying to avoid the baby goo.
These shoes.
Alright, so we were at Super Nintendo, which I never had.
I didn't have it. Like, I had the throwback NES, and then, like, one glorious day, the day before kindergarten started, my parents came home. They said, go upstairs. I thought I was in trouble. 10 minutes later, come downstairs. And they said, come in the room. And there it was, a beautiful N64, complete with Mario 64 bundled, waiting for me, attached to the old family TV.
The day before kindergarten?
The day before kindergarten.
Now we know you're going to have a life of studies ahead of you, but here's a game set. I think that's really what makes the classic game systems so well remembered, is that we have memories that go along with it. Like, I remember getting pretzels in my PlayStation, and then my dad being mad at me, wondering how I managed to get pretzels in the PlayStation. But you know what? We hung out afterwards.
There you go. I mean, at least you didn't put a peanut butter jelly in the VCR, but that's a whole different bag of worms. But back in the Super Nintendo days, it's back when Sega was coming up, and that first rivalry, that first clash came.
Sonic
V Mario.
rivaled him.
And then Sega, once again, they done jumped the shark, and they made the Saturn. Which is weird. It's a weird timing, because the Saturn came out before the N64 and the PlayStation 1, if I recall. 95.
The what? The Sega?
The Saturn. Yeah.
The Saturn, yeah.
What did I
That
say?
was like right on the cusp.
What do I call it? The Brattern?
No, you call it the Saturn. I was, hey, Crazy Mank.
Crazy Mank!
We are friends of Jeff, and the game was great. Putting pretzels in my PlayStation, great game. It actually ran as a CD, and I got to listen to it.
I have a Pokemon Red and Blue commercial when we get to that point,
Oh, okay.
if you'd like it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're at 1995 right now.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a hoppy skippy. We're Tarantinoing this whole timeline
Oh,
thing.
man. You know what I just remembered?
What?
My favorite Sega game of all time.
Yeah?
Altered Beast.
Altered Beast.
Yep. Dude, you become a Kung Fu bear. You're just a bear standing like this, and you Kung Fu your way through. How could anybody not like that game?
I mean, Golden Axe was pretty rad.
Golden Axe is always rad. Who played as the dwarf?
It's,
The third guy there.
what third guy? There's never a third guy. There's only two controllers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's another thing we've upgraded.
You know, they didn't make the multi-tap until, like, PlayStation.
Yeah. Just the big L.
We realized we could have 4 controllers, but we only built ports for 2. So anyway, this is the dawning of 1996. You know,
Yep.
as Nintendo actually was supposed to build a CD drive for the, I believe it was supposed to be
Courtesy of Sony.
courtesy of Sony. It was for the was it for the SNES? Like they were building it for? It was like an attachment, or
Yeah.
was it for an yeah?
Disc attachment.
Or was it its own console?
It's because Sega was trying to get Sega was basically just the grandpa with life support added to it.
Yeah, no, Sega had the Mega Drive for like the Genesis, and then they threw the Saturn out there, like, get a piece of this. Piece of this. And then, of course, things fell through, and then PlayStation's like, you know what?
Oh, crazy man, don't even get me started on Tony Hawk 2.
Oh, we're not even at that part yet.
All the cheat codes. All the cheat codes.
Was that the one with Spider-Man?
That was the one with Spider-Man. And you could play in Skater Heaven. That was the jam right there. I've never played Crimson Skies.
Oh, man, what was Crimson Skies? That was, Come on, Mank.
Yep.
Give me a brief description.
Crimson Skies was a video game about Crimson Sky.
There was skies, there was crimson.
Right. The airplane one. Gotcha. You got to fight the Red Baron.
Finally. Snoopy couldn't even take him out.
No, he got his junk rocked.
Every time. Got his comeuppance.
Every time.
Anyway. So we now under the dawn of the 3D era.
Yep. Everyone, it's just like when you watch old 3D cartoons. They had the technology, but they weren't quite sure how to use it.
It was not refined.
Yeah, it's like you spend your life making statues out of marble, someone hands you a lump of clay. Completely different.
Go ahead, look up the pilot to Beast Wars. You'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, when you got a couple minutes, look up Beast Wars.
You got 30 minutes on your hands. Just watch Beast Wars.
Or Reboot. Any of those.
Reboot specifically. Let's go with Reboot first, and if you can't find a good one, we'll go with Beast Wars.
Oh, you mean this cup or that cup? We have good cups.
We love our cups. Now, anyway, dawning of 1996. The beginning of an era.
Yep.
Nintendo 64 drops. I think PlayStation dropped like was it a hair before or after? It was pretty much
around the same time.
The next
Right before?
But
PS and then N64?
PlayStation 1 and then 64.
Yeah, it went like Saturn.
I think N64 was 96. PlayStation, I think, was 95.
Yeah, I think Saturn was 94. Yeah.
I'll source check.
One of one's on that.
With PlayStation. I was PlayStation, you were Nintendo.
That was the way it was.
December 3rd, 94.
94, wow.
Dang.
So I was probably around, I was probably like 8 or 9
Yeah, so it's
when
2
I got
years
it.
before the N64.
Yeah, so the PlayStations were about 5 years old when I first had my experience with it. My dad got a PlayStation and Duke Nukem, Time to Kill.
Time to kill, baby. Oh, by the way, Mario 64, shout out Nintendo for life.
Yeah, no one can compete with Nintendo. It changed the game. No doubt about it.
No, it was the standard of all 3D platformers. Period.
Oh, who's running the computer? Quick shout out to our producer.
One of one.
One of one.
Yep, producer one of one. Josh Prozoxyfox.
Hi, guys.
That's him. So he's gonna help. He helps us with all the technical jargon.
Now, although this was the dawning of the age of 3D Aquarius,
Yep.
what really struck me at this time was the dawning of another franchise. A franchise that could fit in your pocket, but was also monstrous. I think I'm talking about Pocket Mortys.
What?
Oh, sorry, Pocket Monsters.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Pocket Monsters.
My non-visual
Yeah,
teleprompter.
who didn't? If you didn't read Harry Potter and play Pokemon when you were younger,
At least one or the other.
One or
'cause
the other.
I did not do the Harry
he didn't
Potter.
read Harry Potter. He doesn't read books.
I don't. I'm illiterate.
Yeah, he plays video games and there's chat. He's like, I don't get it.
I was so happy when they started using voice acting. I was like, finally.
I don't have to read.
All I remember from Mario 64 was just like when Princess Peach read the letter and said thanks at the end. Everything else was nonsense.
And then there was a cake. I don't know why.
I was hungry.
Shall we check out an old Pokemon commercial?
But yeah, we'll get into that. The best parts of it, of old gaming, was definitely the commercials.
Oh, no doubt.
And we have one queued up, for example.
buddy. Want a ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon?
Gotcha.
On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold.
You just said you had a commercial. You didn't say what kind it was.
That's the shady bus driver.
Yeah, A, that's gruesome. B, I didn't know you could squish a bus into a Game Boy. I'm learning things today.
I thought this was a family program.
Yep, I like how the bus driver is very nonchalant. Just this animated creature a la Space Jam is walking on his bus, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. My favorite part was the hand squeeze, like.
Yeah, he's like, yes, these Pokemon.
Yes.
But really, that was only like 30 Pokemon.
That's true. Thought he caught them all.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was bit. Oh, my God. Like, Elie Wiesel has written books about stuff like this. Just all condensed into one little area against their will. I'm not going to say what event that was, but I'm sure you all can figure it out.
I wouldn't know. I
Just
don't read
concentrate. Concentrate, and you'll be able to figure it out. So, Pokemon ruled the world for a good 20 years.
It's still on top.
It's
I want to
still
say,
going.
like, I think in my opinion, it faded off like right after Gen 2 for a little while. Like the peak popularity, it's still been consistent throughout time.
I'll admit, after 151, I am completely oblivious.
I'm on that 250 grind, but
250?
that's
Got it on me, man.
That's where I stop. Although X and Y was just a delightful jaunt.
Yeah?
Yeah, it really changed the whole format, and then like the games ever since, like even like Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire. Please don't correct me. Those were all right. I mean, it was like Legendary Palooza though. They kind of made it too easy to ascertain like all the legendaries, but
Yeah.
like that Sun and Moon though.
There was, what was I going to say? I had something about Pokemon.
Was it how they appeared in Smash Brothers?
It was, we'll get to that. We're still in the Game Boy.
We're still at 1996.
Yeah, we're at 96.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's you. I was like, that's so weird. They brought up Super Smash Brothers too, but that's you.
It's just me.
Okay.
I'm interacting with the chat. I'll be quiet.
Is Missing No still...
Missing? Yes.
No, I mean, like, still a Pokemon you can find?
No.
Except now it won't explode.
That was the glitchiest of the litchiest.
Did you see? They got trading cards for Pokemons. Not the battle ones, but just regular, like, pictures and stuff.
Like Topps trading cards? Because I got fooled by that. My parents got fooled by that and disappointed me multiple times.
Dig this.
Okay.
The picture for Cubone. It's him with his skull lifted up, just peeking at you. You see whole face. Whole Cubone face, and it's adorable. He's like a little dinosaur.
Oh.
He looks like that Digimon, the popular one.
Oh, the one that was relevant. Speaking of which, they made a new Digimon game. But,
When did Digimon come out?
Digital Monsters? I thought they were the champions.
That answered nothing I was asking.
97?
Thank you. And Pokemon came out in 94? 96?
96. Trademark 96.
1996.
We didn't get the games till 98.
But meanwhile, while I was busy playing Wario World and Super Mario Brothers Color, the one that came with like the photo filters and stuff like
The
that.
Game Boy camera and the
Yep.
printer.
Oh, the game! But that was another periph. The 6-bit photography. You just it was the early
Mega
days
in
of
their
Snapchat.
pixels. There was no Mega in their pixels.
Yeah, it was just pixels. You got 4. Good luck. It's just 4 colors.
Man, my face is all black and gray.
I should get this checked out.
Look like a mosaic.
And now we try to avoid looking at our faces while playing games.
Yeah, I try like hell.
Yep.
Every time I see a loading screen, I fear.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's gonna go black.
Got like half a bag of chips on my chest.
Just pour it out.
In crumbs.
You're trying to reach it with your tongue,
Yeah.
and then you look up and see your shame. Well, PlayStation was great. It had, so you got Mario 64,
Oh, yeah.
Tomb Raider, Toomba, Twisted Metal, Duke Nukem. I'll throw that back on the list. You got Metal Gear. You got so many games. Crash Bandicoot, for God's sakes. Who can forget about Crash?
You want to know who forgot about Crash? Mario 64, Star Fox
64.
64. I'm talking Banjo-Kazooie before they went to Microsoft. Rareware.
Come on, Rare. You
Right.
English bastards.
I'm talking
Get it going.
Turok.
Turok was good. Actually, I don't know, man. Turok was pretty janky.
It aged poorly, but at the time, the original Super Smash Brothers and all its incarnations.
Now, before we start punching each other,
Yeah.
quick shout out to Crazy Man Cave. Nice beard.
Nice beard.
You.
Oh, this old thing. Come on now.
That beard right there.
Ah, shucks. Come on. You're going to make me blush.
But, I think it's easy to say that both came out of the gate with aces.
Of course.
Just flying right out.
It was the accessibility to PlayStation that put Nintendo down.
Now, can you explain something to me? We're going to travel a little further in the future here. Let's say there wasn't too many peripherals for the. I mean, N64 had that.
That Hey You Pikachu microphone?
The microphone, and it had like a weird one-handed controller.
Was you sure that's not like a Mad Catz thing?
No, man, it was Nintendo official.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a bump that went into your hand, and the buttons were here and here, and you would control it with your hand, your thumb, and movement.
Well, I'm glad that's accessible to people that are handicapped or need a free hand. So.
Yeah, free hand for so they can eat the chips off their chest.
Damn right. Who needs a chest when you have a bowl? Who knew?
What? Put that on a shirt. Who needs a chest when you have a bowl?
They're on sale in the gift shop. Go buy one.
Yeah, we don't have a store. We have a gift shop. You have to come here.
You physically have to come ask me for a shirt, and I might get you one.
You have to walk past us, like in a tour, and then we have a gift shop at the end of it. Oh boy.
Regardless, you're saying you're traveling to the future, not a lot of periffs.
Yeah, not a lot of periffs. And then the second generation came out. Starting to get our bearings. As far as game systems go, graphics getting better. They were kind of putting all the wonky stuff to the wayside. And then the little purple lunchbox came out.
It was an embarrassment.
What? Why the handle? Out of all the systems, it was the lightest.
Because you're supposed to bring it to your friend's house.
It weighed like 12 ounces.
Why would I want to hold it like this?
You just
When I
hold
can
it like
hold it
this.
like
Or like
this.
you could have palmed it.
I mean, who needs a bag when you
You
got
want to
a
test that? I
handle?
got one.
Yeah. Let me see this.
Just throw
You
it
could
out.
have thrown it. See, look at that. Look, I could. Perfect grip. Nothing happening. This,
Well, I know.
I'm expecting a sandwich to come out. Once I find, there it is, sandwich. Got my lunch. In fact, I want to hollow one of these out and actually make a little lunch box. It's the perfect size for a sandwich. It's one sandwich size.
It actually even had a peripheral for the one game that went online.
Right, they were the first.
Phantasy Star Online too. I'm looking at
They
you.
also had, on the back there, they have a digital AV out, as opposed to just the analog AV out ports. Because they were hoping to expand.
Yep.
Ooh. See, look at that.
Yep, they were.
You could even
definitely,
plug a Game Boy Advance thing in the bottom of this thing, if I recall.
a Game Boy Advance thing.
Plug it onto the bottom. You can play your games through it.
Yeah, we got one on that.
He's got one on that one.
Oh, I'll be diggity.
That was Nintendo's good time. They always had little ports and stuff that they never
wonder if I can-
utilized.
Is this a working GameCube? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Hold on. Hup. Ha-ha! That's how small it is. Do that with an Xbox.
The 8-pound brick.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you mean the brick? I threw that thing through a window so I could steal more Xboxes.
GameCube came out, cute, compact, fun. PS2 came out. It was black. It looked like a VCR.
It blended into the entertainment system at your parents' house.
It was great. It was basically like an Atari. It came with, if they made a wood veneer PS2, sold. And then the Xbox came. Ka-thunk. It's the only word I can think of.
Are you kidding me, man? You want to talk peripherals? Do you know the Steel Battalion peripheral? Like what was it, like $400? It came with like dual joysticks, had an eject button, had like a live like whole like setup.
What, for like $199?
It was ridiculous. But like, do you want to drive a steel mech, or do you want to pilot a steel mech?
Was that the tagline?
No, I made that up.
Oh,
Call me.
TM. Once we make a steel mech game. Yeah, all they need is like if for like $1,000 you get like a big chair that like vibrates and stuff when you control it. That would have been tops. But it just looks like, I wonder if you could use it. I'm looking at it now, and I see the foot pedals and stuff.
It's home, baby.
A, I like how mechs run off diesel, and apparently they have a clutch. And B,
It's a standard.
standard mechs. And B, I'm wondering if you could just use it for a racing game.
No, it was oddly specific.
If I'm paying
that's why
that much
nobody
money,
wanted it.
you
I mean,
better-
that's why everyone wanted it. It was a great time.
It was. Actually, out of revenge, you can buy your friend that game. And then they'll be like, well, this is fun and everything, but I guess I gotta spend $200 to make it even more fun.
I was gonna say you had to use the eject button, or you would die forever.
Yep. The game just crashes.
Something like that, yeah.
It just spits out of the console.
Hachoo! It
was
just
a
like
disc tray,
flings
right?
it right at you.
Xbox?
Disc drive, yeah.
Disc tray?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if it
No,
was a disc tray or just kind of slid out.
These were savage times when disc trays were a thing and we still had memory cards.
Oh, man, we haven't even brought that up.
Oh, well, that's why my boy Nintendo 64, I lied. That also had... Why
Rumble
the memory
packs,
card?
baby!
Well, Rumble packs and then memory cards. Why couldn't they make a memory card and a Rumble pack?
I've never
Some
played
of the
a...
games saved directly to the cartridge.
Most of them did.
I have never...
Tony Hawk, I'm looking at you, though.
Do Rumble packs actually rumble?
Dude, they did. Yeah, sorry you came to the show late. Rumble packs actually used to work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But now they're just...
Or, you just put 2 AAAs in them like no one else ever did.
Oh!
It was bundled with Star Fox for that reason.
Oh!
Yeah. Because those big-ass explosions, you were supposed to feel it.
And now we got, what, we're up to DualShock 4?
DualShock 4, built in. No, it's a DualShock 3, because the original didn't have a DualShock.
Yeah, but later it did. When it came with
Oh,
analog
yeah,
sticks.
that's right. I forgot there was a PlayStation DualShock for, like...
Have you
original
looked at a PlayStation controller without
Yeah. It's weird.
without the analog sticks?
It looks like the cheesy controller, like the knockoff, like, Polystation from China would, like, package.
The Polystation.
The Polystation with Intent Microsoft software on it.
Made by Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Great man.
That's another thing that, like, that's a whole episode together.
What, Chinese knockoffs?
Chinese
My
knockoffs.
favorite.
Complete. Hosted by Mad Cats.
Hold on. We're getting a cease and desist from Mad Cats.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what that is. It's weird how they got our email.
Oops.
They're not even Mad Cats anymore, are they?
Their cat's mad now.
I don't think that's true.
Afterglow.
Afterglow.
Afterglow. Perfect.
Sounds like my haircut, like past prime.
Afterglow.
Afterglow. It's like, we hit the peak, but it just didn't stop.
All right. So we get good with Generation 2 for PlayStation, 3 for Nintendo. And then the juggernauts hit, I'll say. It was all fine and good until the Fire Nation attacked.
At the dawning of the MLG era.
360, PS3, and then the little brother Wii, which
Actually, it crushed it. It brought Nintendo back, baby.
it did. I mean,
Back.
what was the quote I had as far as the Wii goes? I don't think of the Wii as a video game system. I think of it as a toy. You have fun with it. And
I've been disappointed.
I've never been disappointed playing with a toy. So it's fun. It's hardcore gamers Xbox.
Hardcore JRPG fans.
Yeah.
It's like the FPS and the JRPG split, I think.
I think that's
Yeah.
really what it's kind of like how porn will bump up the sales of a certain video medium. Like that's why we have Blu-ray. More porn went to it. That's why Beta failed because porn went to VHS.
But VHS was so cheap.
I know Beta was a supreme one.
It had so much better quality.
It did. No one put porn on Laserdisc.
In retrospect, I've never seen a porno on Blu-ray.
Really?
Not
gross.
once.
But anyway.
That's what high def streaming is for. This is a family program.
Yeah, the way I think about it is like the Xbox, that was for the college kids. You know, they're playing their Halos and their Call of Duties.
Oh, the COD Bros?
Drinking
Yeah.
their Mountain Dew game fuel, eating their Doritos.
I don't want to get there.
When NHL came out,
I don't want to talk.
you had a cooler full of Doritos and Mountain Dew next to your couch.
That was Halo 4.
Halo 4. That's what it was. Yep.
My liver almost shut down.
I'll say that.
That was awful, but I had so much double XP.
You did. It was insane. I'll say it again. I'm throwing the word juggernaut around a lot today. Halo was definitely the forefront.
Oh, Halo was the dude back in the day.
PS3 really couldn't compete with that. They didn't. Honestly, PS3, a lot of games went under the radar.
Their big franchises weren't as big as like Halo or COD.
Yeah,
and like the
PS2 was the peak.
That was good.
That was the funnest games. They just had fun with you.
I was gonna say we got at least like 4 Ratchet and Clanks off the PS2's lifespan, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shakalin 188. I love the saying COD Bros.
Is that ironic? Is that what
I
that
don't
face
think
means?
so.
I don't know.
But yes, COD Bros. There's COD Bros, Halo Dudes.
COD Bros, Halo Dudes, and
Devil May Cry, I guess. No, that was PS2 as well.
that was the PlayStation
Man,
exclusive.
PS2, PS3 just kind of. Now
Was
that I'm
something
thinking
like
about it, I don't know
mean,
why I
Devil
bought
May
PS3.
Cry,
Uncharted. That was like the next
Batman.
tier.
They had Batman.
Batman.
The Arkham series.
Yeah,
Mint. For the most part.
that was good.
So we got those.
Journey. Flow.
And this was like the dawning
Yeah.
of like the cinematic gaming experience.
It was where people were
Heavy
like,
Rain.
Oh, Heavy Rain. Remember Red Dead?
"Oh, Red Dead, another."
Oh man, Red Dead Revolver.
I
Red Dead Redemption rather. Revolver was a home. Another beast.
I wanted to pick that up again,
Yeah.
so I was looking through like gameplay and stuff. I never realized you did some missions for Satan.
Oh, and
Red Dead.
Yeah, he was that mysterious stranger with
Yeah.
the top hat. He's like, "Hey there, John Marston. Couldn't help but notice."
Yep. Remember, Satan is a finely dressed white man.
Every time.
Be careful. But
I can let.
that's when they stopped. I like to think that's when they stopped having fun with it.
It became a chore to make video games. I think at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just had so much pumping out. They couldn't.
Of course, we don't make video games. I bet if you ask like a producer, like, "Oh man, I really love texturing all those bushes.
Yeah.
Did you see how great those bushes looked?"
Going back to Batman, one man worked 2 years on his cape. Just the physics of his cape.
I mean, like wore a cape all the time with like mocaps. He's all like sitting at his desk. That's good.
Cotton ball cape, they called it.
The cotton ball cape. The cotton ball caper.
Nancy Drew in the Cotton Ball Caper.
I feel like it's more of a Hardy Boys book.
But going back, man, like the classic games will always have a place in my heart because they experimented with it. Earthbound?
You know, you never got another Mudda game.
Earthbound was Oh, it was so good. And the humor. Just because they were like, this is a game. Enjoy. That's what it was back in the day. We have story. That's the thing. Like, story and graphics. This was the chart. And then it just went like this.
But then story came back, though.
Story came back, but in, like, a really drawn-out way.
Like, well, the cinematic. The
There's
dawning of the cinematic age.
I'm not going to call it the cinematic age. I'm going to call it the age of the MacGuffin. Just story plot there so you can do stuff.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, E3 2013, another generation of heroes was announced.
Oh, we talking about the latest?
We're talking
And the
about
greatest?
The latest. Maybe not the greatest.
No, not the
I mean, are we
greatest.
talking about Wii U in like the same breath?
Yeah, man, Wii U is my jam.
The Wii U's got the selects, like Mario Maker's great.
Yep.
Mario Kart 8 is great.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart. You could.
Yeah,
If you haven't
remember that time we played Mario
if you
Kart
haven't
8?
played Mario Kart 8. I don't know if it was DLC or not, but you could just get this junky old Vespa.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
So I was
was one of
Princess
them.
Peach and a junky old Vespa, and I was having a wonderful time. Going back to the fact that
Oh, what was
I
that?
don't think of it as a system.
What's that sweetheart dog secretary from Animal Crossing?
Annabelle.
Isabel.
Isabel. Yeah, I was playing as Isabel in a nice little pink card. Like,
What a cutie.
was a
Running
good
her
time.
fascist regime. That's probably
Her
what she's
fascist
been doing.
regime.
Going back to when I left Animal
gonna-
Crossing for dead.
Probably, yeah. I was gonna say you got your hot diggity demon.
Yeah,
video.
there's just
You gonna
gonna
throw
be
that in there?
like there's gonna be some like a flag with Isabel's face and just a symbol in the back.
The socialist state of Isabel.
Like a hammer and a sickle, or rather an axe and a fly net.
An axe and a fly net. Just
Red
got-
and yellow. Everyone's gonna be wearing gray.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got the Soviet national anthem like blaring through the loudspeaker.
Yeah, my town theme is turned into the Soviet national anthem.
You could still probably get the opening riff like with these.
Isabel,
Isabel.
what are you doing?
So anyway,
Yep. That was
PS4,
PS
the X Boon,
Yep, Xbox One. Is that why'd they call it that?
Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because they just like confusing us. I think the whole point of the Xbox One was to just bump sales of original Xbox.
Yep. What should we call it?
Oops.
Who cares? They're gonna buy it. Ha ha!
Yeah, right. Ignorant parents kept buying original Xboxes offline.
If you need me, I'll be sleeping in money.
By the way, if you have an original Xbox, let me know because I've been trying to play Gladius for a long time.
Don't pander on the show.
What? I'm gonna put it down like that. All right, it's episode 1. I might as well just let them know.
Just lay it out there. We're looking for an Xbox.
Handouts, gimme.
If you follow us on Facebook, you can message us with the details.
Yep, we're gonna
Follow us on Facebook.
If we get enough viewers who want to send us stuff, we'll get a P.O. box and you can send it there. Because we're lovable and we know stuff about things with games.
We'll talk about you positively
We will.
or negatively if it's broken. So anyway, PlayStation 4 is my favorite.
PS4. I don't know, man. It's kind of up in the air for me right now.
It's just
They're unanimous at this point.
I'm just-
Except for the exclusive,
I'm being super hard-headed because I just goddamn COD bros and Halo dudes. I'm sick of them. I was one. I grew out of it. I can't stomach Doritos. I can't look at Cool Ranch the same way no more.
I throw up a little bit every time.
They call it Cool American in Europe.
That's true.
It's a delicious chip.
It's called Xbox One. It's like the upcoming BF1. Is that Battlefield? That's because it's in World War One.
Yeah, it's. See, they didn't backtrack.
Yeah, they're not back. That's just the war
this
it's
is,
in.
This is the worst of wars because we realized every war before World War One probably isn't worth making a video game for. History Channel, I'm looking at you. Civil War, the
I
game.
was just about to bring that up. Going back a bit too far.
Sorry, let me load my musket for 2 minutes.
We played a prank on my brother. He was playing Call of Duty on Xbox, being a COD bro, right?
Didn't COD, bro.
He went up to use the bathroom. We take out COD, put in History Channel Civil War, and we're like, "Yeah, dude, look what we found. It was a secret in the menu. It's Call of Duty Civil War." And he's like, no way. So he starts playing it, fires his musket. He's like, this is bull. Why does this exist?
I would just fix bayonets.
Yep. Switch to the revolver, man. And then 6 shots later.
But I mean,
I missed every time.
But I mean, touching base back to the current consoles, I just think it's even ridiculous that like they're not making new consoles. They're just all like, "Hey, we took the same console and made it a bit better."
Yeah.
Is it like
That's all they can do at this point.
Is it PS4 Prime and Xbox One like Phoenix, or is it like they got some silly code names? I'm sick of it.
The Xbox Dreamcast.
The Xbox Dream, and we didn't even talk about Dreamcast.
We didn't. Well, no one really talks about Dreamcast.
And it's not even Dreamcast talks about Dreamcast.
They just kind of swept that one under the rug. And
But
also, Sega, specifically Sonic Team, just
Stop.
we're running. Don't stop. Like, they're coming out with a Sonic reunion game, going back to 2D. It looks great.
I don't know, Sonic Generations was good, but like
3D Sonic does not work. Okay?
But I'm
Look
rolling
at
around at
me.
the speed of sound.
Got places to go, gotta follow the rainbow. But anyway, Sonic Team, the European one, the Japanese one, and the American one, 2D. Okay? Okay. Look at me. 2D.
Or at least bring me Sonic.
Bring me some...
Bring me some Sonic.
Sonic!
I want some Sonic.
Well, for our first inaugural episode,
It was a mess.
yeah, it was a poop show. There's I don't know, let's try and fit as much gaming as we can in 5 minutes. Dude, Battletoads, remember that part where you're on, like, the speeder from Star Wars? And you just can't, the cliffs, you have, like, a half a second before the rock walls hit you.
I was gonna say, I remember GoldenEye, like the fucking level frigate where you're on the boat, had the greatest soundtrack of all time. It was just all like, "Bow, bow, now," and it just it fit the cuff.
I'm sure you knew, but I don't know if everyone out there watching this knew, the multiplayer, you know, the most popular part
Of course,
of the
it was
game.
it was supposed to be cut. It
It wasn't
just-
even supposed to be cut. It was an afterthought.
Was it really?
They made the game, and then they're like, well, we have the space and technology to make a multiplayer of it. And they're like, okay.
Oh, look, the boys in the office are having fun with it.
Yeah, exactly.
The earliest of COD bros.
Yep, that's what started. That's what birthed COD Bros.
Well, actually, it'd probably bring it back to like Doom and the landlines and shit, but like
There was multiplayer Doom?
they were supposed to be. I believe so. Yeah. Don't quote me
Blowing
on
my
it.
mind. I'm not. Don't quote anything we've said.
Don't comment.
Except who needs a bowl, who needs a chest when you got a bowl.
that you can quote.
Put that quote, put it on a shirt.
That's
100 years.
That's official Gamer Goo.
Yeah, TM. Can we put a TM up?
Blamp.
There it is.
Oh, it's on its way. We'll let you know.
So, out of all the systems we listed, which one would you go back to? Which one would you go out of your way to purchase and play?
Obviously the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast?
No. There's not even Dreamcast talking
Super
about Dreamcast.
graphics, honestly, for mine. If we're going like real retro, the Super Graphics 84.
Why am I getting like a Neo Geo Pocket?
There you go.
My cousin had one of those.
You
It
know
was
what?
Fucking rad.
Let's get a. I'm just gonna get a Game Gear. But yeah, there's the logo right about here. TM.
Yeah, the
Who needs a chest when you got a bowl?
TM.
There you go. I like this. I like having an editor.
Oh, this is so nice.
Well, for the most part, have you ever played a Super Graphics?
I haven't.
The cartridges were insane. It blew my mind. I got it secondhand. I found it in a garage. It's like a card, basically about this thick, if not a little thinner, about yay big, with little metal prongs on it, and you just stick it right into the system. The big black system that was about this big, weighed about 15 pounds. But that was the first system that had Splatterhouse. And that game probably has something to do with how I am today.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah. Just walking through a house with a 2x4 cracking people over the head. Good times. That's why we play video games, people. Crack people's heads in video games so you don't have to in real life because you will go to prison and you do not want to join the prison minigame because that means joining the Aryan Brotherhood and getting stabbed.
My least favorite prison minigame is Soap Drop.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started.
Ugh.
Soap Drop Hero?
Yeah, I set the highest score and I really didn't want to. Anyway.
Yeah, nothing ends a show like prison shower scenes. I wish I could tell you Tyler fought the good fight.
Oh, I wish I could tell you a lot of things.
And on that note, this is Joe, Captain Schviggity Blay.
This is Tyler Tuna Man 91.
Have a great night. Wipe the goo off your face.
Like and subscribe if this is on YouTube.
Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you. Happy together.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Brothers, where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.
Together.